The movie turned out well. It's like a good old-fashioned R-rated American comedy.
And thanks for doing this. I know you've done like 6,000 interviews the last 2 weeks.
Kind of feeling lately, I'm like, did we do too much? Like,
Yeah.
are people like, fuck these guys? How much more of this shit do we have to see?
I think you were the first like Indian person that I saw on the big screen because I saw SuperTroopers like with my dad in the theater. And I remember thinking like, is he Latino? No, he's Indian, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
My dad came to me and he said, you have to see this movie Short Circuit 2. And I said, why? Because there's an Indian in it. I said, Dad, it's a white guy in brownface. And he goes, well, it's as close as we'll get. And I'm like, give me a minute.
Could I get some more headroom for them too, please?
I like this color.
Oh, thank you so much.
It looks like a
Well, you guys took all the other colors, you know?
right?
Perfect,
I was
perfect,
gonna
perfect,
go with green and white.
Same.
but-
I was like,
Perfect. I'm on this group chain. I was like, guys, let's wear different colors. Because one time we all wore black. It looked like we were at a funeral or something.
You didn't tell me what to wear.
I don't want to bug you. I was already emailing Mia enough. Could I get some more headroom for him too? Perfect. You good with that, Jay?
With that headroom?
Yeah, you good with that shot?
Yeah.
The director.
You know. Sure.
We're good? All right, let's go. What's going on, guys? My name's Tarun Shetty. Welcome back to the Convo Sutra, your favorite podcast. But before we begin, let's do a quick intro for audio listeners.
My name is Diya Patel. I'm an actor, model, doggy advocate.
I'm Anirudh Pisharody. I'm an actor and a producer.
I'm Jay Chandrasekhar. I made the comedy group Broken Lizard, and I have a film called SuperTroopers 3.
Yeah, welcome, Jay, to the Convo Sutra.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Are you okay with that microphone? I feel like it's right in your face.
No, I'm better. That's good.
Yeah, I saw Super Troopers 3 last night. Hilarious movie.
Thanks.
It's really awesome. And I know that's one of many movies that you've made. And I think it's a great example of the franchise.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And thanks for doing this. I know you've done like 6,000 interviews the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you know, when we did 2, there was not quite this level of internet podcasting and influencers, and now feels like it's like 10 times the amount. So you're doing a lot of like micro media, a little bit here, a little bit there, and then when you look at the internet feed now, I'm kind of feeling lately, I'm like, did we do too much? Like,
Yeah.
are people like, fuck these guys? How much more of this shit
Yeah,
do we have to
enough.
see? Enough.
I mean, is that a thing? I guess it is. I mean, you've done movies. You guys both have done stuff. When you guys promote stuff.
It does get to that point where even yourself, you're just like, what am I even saying? You know, like this is just like the same regurgitated.
I'm a little tired of myself.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Definitely.
I'll get over it.
It's a champagne problem, for sure.
I swear to God, I was like, dude, just don't ask him generic questions. So he's not like, not this again. For the crying out loud, I got to
It's
sit here
okay.
now.
You can ask me whatever you want to. I may
But I do have
appear to have a
questions.
prepared answer, but that's because you know,
Well, how do you feel about the movie? I mean, do you feel good about it?
no one ever asked me that. Great. I feel great. You know,
Yeah.
the film, we tested it with audiences, and it tested the highest in the history of Searchlight.
So that's Slumdog Millionaire.
Wow.
That's
Little
Little
right.
Miss Sunshine.
That's right. That's you know,
Wow. There you go.
all those Oscar-winning movies about guys who play cellos in the park. You
Yeah.
know, like beat those two.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
The Kronos.
Don't know if Kronos is going to test that high, but we'll see. We'll see.
I know we just booked the Kronos movie, right?
Yes, it's another movie. I just,
nice.
just finished filming it.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
But it's not with Searchlight, so I don't think it's even in contention.
We won't be competing.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Can both exist.
The movie turned out well. It's like a good old-fashioned R-rated American comedy. So, and we're just trying to bring back the theatrical comedy. That's sort of the big mission.
I love that. I grew up late 80s, 90s, and it reminded a lot of like Animal House feel to it.
Yeah.
Hangover, Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
We need that right now in today's culture. I mean, is that part of, your mission to bring back comedy?
Yeah, that's the target. You know, you. There's a line in Glenn Ross. It's like a man only hits what he aims for, and so we're aiming for this. We're aiming to sort of, the big movies, like big sort of epics like Odyssey and Spider-Man. Those have come back in theaters. Horror movies have come back in theaters, but comedies are like bringing up the rear.
Yeah. Was there an experience that was unique in this one that was different than the other ones that audiences can relate to?
I mean, the premise of the movie is that what would it what would happen if the worst guy in your office was dating your sister. And so there's a character named Farva who's the worst guy in the office, and he and I don't really like each other in the first two movies, and he ends up getting engaged to my sister. And so there's a big Indian wedding that's going to potentially happen, and I'm trying to stop the wedding. And it's basically like, it's like Meet the Parents meet Super Troopers.
Great pitch.
And I'm the De Niro character trying to stop the wedding.
Love that.
Yeah, for people out there, I saw the movie. There's so many, I don't want to ruin it, but there's so many great Indian elements. You know, the Bollywood wedding, you know, even the parents in it. And what I loved about it is that you don't follow traditional stereotypes. And these guys are like, oh, I got the screener, I'm sorry. I had to ask for it. No, but I don't want to spoil anything. But
I want to watch this now.
yeah, no, it's great. But the way you even approach it, you don't have like the typical archetype parents, like the way they're in the story. It's much different, which, you know, I know you wrote it too. Was that part of the game plan?
You know, look, my parents were each number one in their medical schools 1 year, you know, 1 year after another. And they were, you know, they're high achieving people, but they were also quite rebellious. And my mother was, you know, she was like, you know, there was no, hey, you have to have A pluses, you have to go to medical. None of that was true. And it was, I think, a unique situation for me in the sense that I did have friends who did have that sort of hard driving Indian parent thing.
Yeah.
It just wasn't my experience. And as a result, I figured I would just sort of portray it a little more like it was than what people think it is.
I could actually relate to a lot of it. Your whole backstory is really inspiring because I think you're one of the few guys, Indian dudes, who were the pioneers. Puddle Cruisers was your movie that, you know, broke you through, but you actually set the standard of Indians starring in movies. You know, so I want the audience to know, like, it's not just Super Troopers 3, acclaimed director, studio, indies, actor. Like, he's done a lot in 25 years that we're not going to cover, obviously. It's been a huge deal for South Asians.
I think you were the first like Indian person that I saw on the big screen because I saw Super Troopers like with my dad in the theater. And I remember thinking like, is he Latino? No, he's Indian, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't really click until years later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, when I was coming up, there was the only Indian on screen was Ben Kingsley and Gandhi.
Yeah.
And, you know, the way that movie ended, there wasn't going to be a sequel for me to act in, right? So I was like, and there were a couple other Indian characters in movies, like Peter Sellers was an Indian in the movie called The Party. It's a controversial take, but I thought he did a pretty good job. He was in, you know, he's in brown makeup. And then my dad came to me and he said, you have to see this movie Short Circuit 2. And I said, why? He goes, there's an Indian in it. I said, Dad, it's a white guy in brown face. And he goes, well, it's as close as we'll get. And I'm like, give me a minute. So I kind of realized early that the only way onto the screen, look, I could probably get a role selling cigarettes to Brad Pitt when he was on his way to go have sex with Angelina Jolie in the movie, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want to be the one to have sex with Angelina Jolie in the movie. Yeah. So the only way to do that kind of role was to write it myself. So I wrote a screenplay with my friends, and I wrote a 6'2" Indian into the middle of it with my voice. And then I was like, what if some director hires another Indian for this? Or they put a white guy in brown face. So I'm like, I better learn how to direct. So I started directing, and I forced myself into the middle of these movies. And now we've done 9 of them.
Yeah.
And I may be the only one who says it, but I call myself the Indian Jackie Robinson of comedy.
We'll start calling you that too.
Thank you.
You're joking, but your body of work reflects that. The Indian elements in it, did you purposely do that because you wanted to portray South Asian culture, or was that like an organic thing that happened in the writing?
Well, once we decided to have there be that Farva was going to marry my sister, then naturally there could be an Indian wedding.
Yeah.
And we thought, you know, we've done 2 of these movies before, which have drug plots, which are perfectly good. But we thought, well, we could throw a real Indian wedding.
Yeah.
And Farva is, you know, he's probably a Trump voter.
Yeah.
He's probably an Ice fan. But, he's in love with my sister, right? So it seemed like a funny dynamic. So we could do a Bollywood dance and we could ride in on an elephant. And, comedy at its core is about surprise.
Yep.
You take people down a verbal road, and at the very end of that road, they're like, oh, it's going to go there. It goes there. And that going there is what makes people laugh. It's a little bit like you're going down a hallway in a horror movie and something jumps out. It's like a surprise.
Yeah.
Same dynamic. So in this movie where you're like, oh, the Indian people are going to be really straight-laced and they're going to be all they care about is spelling and working hard, we subverted that because the reality of Indians is, there's an enormous Indian film business, right? And there are villains and good guys, and so to only play the one thing that Americans know about, which is that we're hardworking and we can spell really well. I mean, that it's already been done, right? I mean, you've seen the movies where it's the poor Indian minority and they're a little racist to him and he doesn't get the girl. Okay, got it. I mean, there's over 1 billion Indians. There's some sex going on over there.
Yeah. If I had watched this in the theater, because I had a private a screener, I was like, man, I know everyone would be laughing around me. There's so many great moments. Guys, check it out. You have to see it in the theater. It's out right now. Because I'm sure the experience of watching it live with the crowd, so many funny moments that I was like, oh my God. It reminded me of that movie, Something About Mary, when I watched that movie. Just like the experience of the laughter. And I'm sure you're going to get that as well with this.
Yeah, I mean, I saw there was a packed screening at the Grove last night.
Oh.
And it was rocking.
Yeah.
It was rocking. And, they were laughing because there are a number of sort of jokes about Indians in it that I wrote. And there's like a pent up reaction to it. Because you could feel the audience going, can they say that?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to laugh? Yeah.
Yeah. And your character's so ambivalent to it too. Or I can't spoil anything, but.
Well, I mean, being an Indian, like when I grew up as a child, there were almost no Indians around. Like it's not like now, When I go to Mexico, everybody used to speak Spanish to me because they'd never seen an Indian. They just assumed, and yes, I was wearing a sombrero, sure, but they also thought I was Mexican, right? I mean, that's a real thing.
What do you guys think?
I'm excited to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
I have a question for you. So you've been a part of this franchise for over 20 years now. What would you say is the hardest part of being both an actor and a director, working in that same franchise and seeing the business evolve and trying to make it?
The hard part about acting and directing is it kind of ruins two perfectly great jobs. Directing is a blast because you get to sort of control all of the rhythm and the timing and the colors and the thing. And acting is fun because you can just sort of, when I just act, I just sort of turn my brain off and just say the lines and do the thing. But when you're standing there with another actor and you're like, she's not saying it fast enough. And why is she smiling on this line? There's no reason to be smiling on this line. And it's my line. And then I got to say my line. So you're like, it's a little harder.
Yeah.
But I just have, kind of two parts of my brain, and I just try to remember the note and do it. And look, the way to really, the problem is you can't really watch your own performance. So there's an actor named Brian Cox in our movies, and he told me, he goes, what you should, the way to do it as an actor, director is you should read the line in a very small, subtle way and go a little bigger, and then kind of what you think it should be, and then go a little over the top, and then be yelling on the last take. He goes, one of those five will be pretty good.
Just giving yourself all the options. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned Brian Cox. Guys, the movie's loaded with legit stars. Hannah Simone, New Girl. Got a Nat Faxon, went to my high school, who I saw his senior play. He's hilarious. I'm so glad to see him. He was friends with my brother in boarding school. So I was really happy to see Nat. Whenever I see that guy, I'm like, he's the best.
He's amazing. Nat Faxon, he won an Oscar for writing The Descendants.
The one with George Clooney?
That's right.
That's my favorite movie. I've
Really?
seen that movie 35 times.
Not Super Troopers?
Really?
Not Super Troopers.
You've
That's
seen
gonna
it
be on my list.
35
I have
times?
seen it 35 times.
Wow.
The
I watched
Hawaiian
it-
movie.
The Hawaiian movie, because I'd never been to Hawaii, and I love Shailene Woodley. I just think stories like that, and Little Miss Sunshine is also one of my favorite films.
We tested higher than that.
I know.
Yeah.
So now I'm like sold. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
this is it. But I think movies that can, showcase the reality to what life is really like. And I think comedy does that.
Yeah.
You talked about surprise, but I think for me, when there's truth in it, it's just automatically so much better.
That's sort of a very
Yeah.
good point. You like everything's got to feel real for the movie.
Yeah.
So there's like a ceiling and there's a floor, and all the jokes have to fit in logically in that little sort of area.
Yeah. Also, you're an accomplished stand-up comedian, and you've been doing comedy since you were 19. And he has a special coming out called Brown Supremacist, which drops August 20th. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Every
Every time I hear the title, I'm like,
Oh.
yikes.
I thought it said the wrong title or something. I was like,
No,
oh, I
you
hope
said the right title. I'm just getting used to it.
it drops on Veeps. It's a pay-per-view thing, and he's hilarious. But I was going to ask you, because I'm a comedian, I've been doing stand-up forever. I feel like when you do the road, which I think you do, you get a feel for Midwest America, like America in general. And I think there's a blue-collar feel. And tell me if I'm wrong here, like a blue-collar appeal. Is that from your stand-up influence?
No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the movie is about cops. And, so, but we also are a stoner kind of movie. Like, we're stoners. Like, so when I go do my stand-up shows, there'll be a table of stoners next to a table of cops, next to a bunch of soldiers, firemen, and they're all they're looking at each other like, oh, we're all into the same thing.
Yeah.
And then the movie is sort of like that. I mean, like, we're huge in the military and huge in everybody who wears a uniform, like the TSA, they love us. Like, and those tend to be blue collar jobs.
Yeah. What I really respect about what you guys have done, Broken Lizard, you guys are legendary. And I found out last night you guys were up against the State. So the State was a comedy troupe, and apparently you guys were up for that show, didn't get an MTV. So the State got it, which led you guys to making your own movie, which opened up a whole floodgate of opportunities.
Yeah, the MTV called us. We were doing live shows in New York City, and we were selling out, and MTV showed up on Friday night, and we just murdered. We just absolutely killed. And we were like, we're going to be on TV. Because they said we're going to give a show to some sketch group. And then the next night, they went and saw the State over at NYU. And they must have murdered better or had a better agent. I don't even know. We weren't repped. But they got the show. And at that time, there were a lot of sketch shows on TV. There was Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, Kids in the Hall, Fridays, maybe.
Yeah.
And then now the State. And we were like, there's no need for a sixth comedy group on TV. So we said, why don't we do what we always wanted to do, which was kind of try to be an American Monty Python.
Yep.
And so we wrote our own script and raised the money and shot it and got into Sundance.
Yeah, what was cool about that, because Super Troopers was 25 years ago, but then I love how you guys went and made Club Dread, which was like a different genre. Like you guys could have easily, done like the Police Academy thing, but I love how you guys are always taking chances and risks with your careers.
Yeah, I mean, we made Club Dread after we made Super Troopers, and Super Troopers is like a broad, R-rated comedy, and Club Dread is like a horror comedy. And we did that because we didn't want to just only make Super Troopers movies like the Police Academy guys. So we wanted to kind of just try something really different. From a strategic standpoint, it was probably a mistake because people were like, oh, these are those funny guys. And then suddenly there's a horror movie and someone's getting their head chopped off and you're like, and then the movie opened against Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ, which was the biggest opening movie of all time. And we got just killed. Now, since then, the movie has made money and a lot of people say that's their favorite movie. But you're like, okay, you got to be strategic in this business to the degree you can.
Yeah.
Given another chance, I probably would have made a more of a regular comedy.
I would have sold out so fast. I'm like the biggest sellout ever. So I would sell out. I mean, I love dialogue, by the way. No,
There it is.
Dialogue is good.
hey guys, I want to make a quick shout out to Dialogue Coffee for supplying us with these drinks today. What are you drinking, Dia?
Matcha, cloud foam, sugar.
You like it?
I do. It's really good.
You drinking?
I almost took a sip of that because I ordered a green drink, and I'm like, that's pretty green.
Yeah, I was like, that's
That's
Dia's
green,
drink.
yeah.
He stopped me.
It's healthy.
He stopped me.
It's the best one out of them. This is a protein smoothie. I should have probably gotten a coffee. But the smoothie's good.
Well, you play fireman on TV, right?
That's right. I got to stay healthy and, get my...
You're on 911.
I'm on 911, yeah.
Great.
Have you directed an episode of 911?
No, you would have remembered me.
Well, but I only came in season 5, though.
Okay.
Before that. But yes, if we did work together.
Jay, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a green drink.
Green drink. That's
And
what you
that's what they said it was.
Started so great.
Everyone's so
then it just-
healthy.
no, it's great. Everything at Dialogue's great. We love them. Guys, thanks for these drinks. We appreciate you
Dialogue.
guys. Thank you.
Did you choose dialogue because you're having a dialogue? Or was it just,
No, I go to Dialogue every day when they were by
Oh,
my
that's
house.
how the relationship... Okay.
And I have no
Like,
friends.
Tarun thinks of everything.
You have no friends?
I don't really have a lot of friends. But I go to this coffee shop, and so they all know me there. Like, oh, what's up, Darren? How are you? So the owner was like, dude, we'll just help you with
Why
your
don't
podcast.
you have friends?
I mean, I know every Indian because of this podcast, but like, I'm just like a comedian. You get it, man. It's hard to like relate to people.
How long
Like
have you lived out here?
25 years.
Jay, do you want to be his friend?
Got a little sad. Just
I know it's my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to go through his manager sometimes
What about these two?
to book him, but he's my friend. No. All right, guys, this isn't about me. This is about Jay and Super Troopers. Guys, see Super Troopers
You
3.
gonna cut that part out?
We never take anything out. Guys, see Super Troopers 3. It's seriously hilarious. I saw it. It's going to be Dia's new favorite movie.
Oh, I'll watch it more than 35 times.
All right. All right, let's do a panel question, guys. Again, see his also special. By the time this comes out, his special will be releasing as well. The Brown Supremacist on Veeps. Guys, this is a panel. I texted you guys. See that this morning?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So it's tying into Super Troopers 3. R-rated comedies have a history of becoming huge cultural hits. Do you think audiences have gotten harder to offend, or are filmmakers, comedians, actors more sensitive and afraid of offending?
I actually think it's a bit of both. I think now with social media, everyone feels like they're a critic. Everybody has a platform. Everybody's opinion is valid. So I think for, actors, directors, filmmakers, they know that like their joke could be intended a certain way, but taken a completely different way. So I think there's always that fine line. But I still think comedy that, there holds some truth, everyone is gonna laugh. Everyone is gonna agree to some extent. And I think that we shouldn't be afraid to live and speak truthfully.
Now
If
you're-
our intent is not to offend someone.
So I follow you on social media, and you speak a
know.
lot authentically. Did you ever think about your audience, like crossing that line?
I've
offending them?
been starting to do this more, but I just felt like, peeling back the layers is just so much more authentic. And I think people will relate to that more than trying to put on a farce and be like, this is who I am. This is what I do. And follow my skincare routine, even though I never fucking do anything. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
no, nobody wants to see this. They want to see you and who you are. So I think that's why great comedy does well. It's like, who are these people?
Sure.
What are their struggles? How can we relate to
I get it.
and then find that funny?
I get it.
I feel like it's slowly. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of years, especially centered around kind of the pandemic and maybe a year or two before that, where I feel like there was definitely a dip where everyone was much more kind of scared to put out any sort of comedy that even has that inkling of offensiveness.
Yeah.
But I think it's slowly coming back. I mean, your movie included, right? It's like it's not offensive and like punching down, but it's written by you, and the jokes about Indians is it's coming from the point of view of an Indian person. So
Yeah.
I think that's fair game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're so funny. Like, do you feel like because you're like on a corporate show? Do you ever feel like you have to like hold back stuff? Because
I'm on a corporate show.
you're like an ABC show, right?
Yeah, a procedural, yeah.
Yeah. So do you ever feel like because of that, like you can't?
Corporate show.
Corporate show.
No, I mean, that's what it is. Am I making anything
Fucking
up?
corporate show,
Hey, you know what? That's why I started the podcast, so I can say whatever I want. No, but do you ever feel like because you're on this show, like you can't say stuff on
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially because it's a network show. It's
even
like,
this podcast? Or
Yeah. I mean, it's like extremely... innocuous, I guess, is the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
Because they try to, and sometimes in our scripts you'll see those jokes and you're like, oh, that's actually funny. But then in the edit, you'll be like, oh, they definitely cut that out because, somebody higher up was like, no, it's not going to do well with our audience.
Yeah. No, it's a good answer.
No, thanks.
What do you think, Jay?
Well, I think that ultimately comedy is not. It doesn't really conform to the rules. It's like great comedy movies from that you were talking about. They're all about rebellion, and so yes, you're right that everybody can misinterpret jokes and be offended, but you really got to take the approach that you put the joke in because you think it's funny, and the people around you who you wrote it with were laughing, and you're like, so if we laugh, then maybe there are more people like us out there who will also laugh. And yes, there will be people who are offended, 100% for sure. And yes, they're going to flame you on the internet. And yes, who gives a flying fuck? Because all that happens is they're offended. Oh, you said this. And then Trump says something crazy and everybody moves on. Like, it's so fast. The river's just flowing. It doesn't really matter. Now, we're not here to punch down and make fun of other people, but also we're going to make the joke we want to make. And sometimes it gets a little edgy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And if you don't like it, okay, don't watch it, I guess. Or send me a note on the internet.
I'm trying to think of my own friends,
Wait,
comedian
I
friends.
thought you didn't have any friends.
I do have some. I know
You know
my friends.
You know a couple of guys.
I don't want to. This is not about my social
Are they
life.
in the room with us right now?
I have a lot of you guys, my friends. Dia is one of my best friends.
Crickets.
We text all the time.
Yeah.
No, I went to your brunch and you had a lot of friends, dude.
That was the Convo Sutra brunch. They had to show up.
But that's you, it's...
By the way, you were there for like 2 minutes. We were like, I'm out of here.
I was accosted,
Dude, I felt so bad for you. We had this Christmas brunch for everybody in the Kama Sutra, and of course he shows up, and people were like star fucking him. He was like, "I gotta get out of here, dude."
You should tell him the story about the proposition that I was given.
Oh my god,
wife
this
and I.
poor guy. He comes to our brunch. And he's sitting there, and he doesn't know anybody. I guess he knows some people. And this girl was like, "Hey, what's up, Anirudh?" He goes, "Remember, I went up to you and I was like, you want a threesome with me and my wife?"
My wife and I. Yeah.
She wanted a threesome, you and your wife.
Yeah.
And I could see your face, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Wait, was your wife there when she?
No.
Oh.
But when she propositioned me the first time, yeah, she was there.
Oh my god.
And it was very odd. It was like after. She's probably gonna watch this episode.
I don't care.
Now.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
How was the threesome?
Didn't happen. Couldn't tell you. Didn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was going to go a different way.
It was flattering, but at the same time, we're just like, dude, I just met you. And then I was like, okay, that's fine. She's just a fan or whatever. And then, of course, she's at this brunch. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, how's it going?
You know what? I apologize. I probably should have texted you
No,
afterwards.
it's fine.
Yeah.
You didn't know, right? You didn't know about that. So it's
Dude,
like,
I never know what's going on. I'm so busy with this stuff. I don't know what goes on, but it happened right in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, this is like an awkward thing." And then you left right
it's
afterwards.
not just a train wreck of just emotion occurring.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was like, "Do I even have another Christmas party after that?" I was like, "Let's just end this shit." Anyways,
No, it was a good time.
You got a good story out of it.
Yeah, there you go.
If you enjoy this podcast, please support the show by checking out my books. They're all inspired by my life. You'll find the Amazon links in the YouTube description.
you have a question, Dia, for Jay?
I do have a question. I was wondering if you were to do this all over again, but you were starting your career now in this day and age, would you rather do it now with obviously more Indians being on screen, there being more visibility, or do you think starting when you did, that adversity and struggle helped you more?
I think that, look, the cameras are cheaper, the lighting is cheaper, and as a result, there are millions of people doing comedy stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
And so the competition is way, way, way harder. And, when we were coming up, if you made videos, you were one of like 8 people who made videos in the country.
Yeah.
And so people were like, hey, look at that video. That guy's in it. And then that was almost enough to kind of elevate you into the... And by the way, you learned how to make videos and you got better at it. And suddenly you were one of these people who made videos or films eventually. Now, I mean, my God, it's a lot. First of all, there are all these people making sketches. Then there are all these sort of beautiful people who have seemingly tens of millions of followers for being beautiful. And you're like, okay, so we're competing with them. We're competing with the funny people.
Yeah.
And the fame is so fast. You know, I'm not saying they're not famous for a long time, but it's, you know, like there's occasionally somebody gets famous on the internet for that woman Hak Tua, right? Who was saying she liked to spit on guys' dicks, whatever. Yeah. She was really famous. Like she got a podcast, Bill Maher, and then where is she now? Like, I don't know. Like it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes, right? To me, it looks a lot harder now. The reality though is that I bet if you made, you know, a movie or two now, or movie on the internet, you can get it out there. And if it's any good, I mean, clearly this Obsession worked and Back Rooms worked. And I think both had big internet followings. Yeah. But look, when I was coming up, you could make a movie with your friends, you could sell it at Sundance, and you could end up on 1,000 screens. Like our movie SuperTroopers was on 1,800 screens, and nobody knew who the hell we were. Like, that doesn't happen that often now. I mean, it doesn't really happen. I guess Obsession, I'm hoping that these two movies are going to change like the dynamic back again. Because if the studios believe that young people making independent films can make them money, then we're going to have another renaissance. Yeah. I mean, hopefully it won't all be horror.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, hopefully. I mean, the horror is great. I'm glad it's working, but I get scared a little easily. I don't go to those movies because I'm like, God.
So I guess that ties into my question because I'm a filmmaker. Like, what's the lesson you learned making Super Troopers 3? Like, I'm sure every movie's taught you something different.
Well, we were making a movie that we wanted to feel like almost like a late 90s action movie, but we didn't have that kind of money. They used to make that movie for $60 million. We had like 18. So you have to be very surgical about how you do it. Everybody has to shoot in less time. You know, we had a stunt unit and cars, but instead of having 2 weeks to shoot it, you got 3 days. So it's just, but I've made 9 movies and 200 episodes of television. So I know exactly what I need for the scene.
All the interviews I've seen of you, like you keep talking about pace, the pace of like the rhythm. Is that something that's kind of built into you now? Like you know exactly like how the scenes are playing out?
If you watch any comedian's film and you sort of pay attention, if you turn the sound off, the picture off and just listen to it, you'll hear that comedian's rhythm, their exact, you know, cadence and pace and you can watch a Woody Allen movie and you can hear the rhythm that he thinks a joke should be in. Mm. And we have a very specific pace. You know, American comedy right now it's pretty damn fast. Yeah. It's happening. It's flying. Little pauses that set up the next run of music. But it's music. Yeah. You know, it's like if you watch the same movie that's like, let's say 10 minutes longer and it's just air, it just doesn't quite work. Yeah. And so you take that, squeeze all the air out of it and put the pauses in the right place and suddenly the song starts you tapping your toes. It's just, but it's something internal. Yeah. You hear it or you don't. Yeah. You can hit a baseball or you can't.
As actors, can you guys relate to like the pacing? Like, do you have like a pace for your
the corporate show? Yeah.
The corporate show.
No, yeah, there's definitely a pace that they want. And I mean,
or even like when you made your movie, he produced a movie, which was great.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think it's definitely different in like the indie world when you're like trying to do a romantic drama or, you know, versus 911, because I think in 911, the note that I lot of us always get is that, all right, just make it faster. But that's kind of a part of the job, right? And you're kind of catering to the audience.
Yeah, I agree. I think, rhythm and pacing is really important, and every genre is going to have a different kind of style.
Yes.
And I think as an actor, you got to be attuned to that. I think when I'm reading or writing scripts.
Well, you guys were talking about your show in India. You shot in India. Was it different shooting a show in India versus here in the U.S.?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
She was on an Amazon show in India.
Very different. Well, just, being on set in India, just the way they do things is so different from the way things are done here.
Fast and loose.
Yeah. And then somehow everything magically just works in the end. I'm like, how is everything like running so late? But all right, everything's going to get done today. They just make it work.
How long are the days? Are they 12-hour days or
Yeah,
longer?
I was doing all night shoots. So by like 3 a.m, I was already like that. But no, it was an amazing experience. And I think every time I'm on set, whether it's good or bad, I always learn something. So I appreciate that.
Do you identify more as an actor director or like a comic, a comedian first?
I think I consider myself an actor director who's also a comedian.
He's an artist.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. As the cop-out answer, I'm an artist. Okay, cool. Right on.
I mean, I write books. I do stand up.
So you really do. You're kind of enveloped in all of it.
Yeah.
Wait, do you get pissed off if people are like, oh, you do stand-up? Because that happens to me all the time now. They're like, oh, you do stand-up? They see me at like the Comedy Store. I'm like, yeah.
Like they're upset at you?
No, because they
While
saw
you're performing?
No, like afterwards they were like, oh, I thought you were like a podcast guy. And I was like, I've been performing for like decades. Like, do people get surprised when they find out you
Yeah.
just
And because of that, I made this special. Because I was like, plenty of people, look, I go on the road and I sell tickets and they learn that I do stand-up once they get there. But because of the movies and stuff, there are people, they assume I probably don't do stand-up, but I do stand-up. And you're about to see it. It's like, yes, but people only have, in their minds, they compartmentalize you, as they would, as you do, right? You do to everybody. Like, she walks dogs for a living. That's how I know her.
People wouldn't guess that, but yeah.
First of all, that's super awesome. You do that.
Wags?
No, not wags, just independent stuff. Yeah.
Wags for money.
Dogs, like,
Oh.
Can I tell you something? I also did wags too. I had like this point where I wasn't making any
it
money.
is great.
And then one time this dog got off the leash and it was sort of running. I had chased him in the block and I was like, I almost lost this person's dog. She's like, how's my dog? I'm like, it's great. And I was like,
Send him a photo as you're holding it.
dude, and I got the dog and I was like, I'm not doing this ever again. This is stupid.
Well, I'm waiting for Tarun to get a dog because he said he's going to come to the shelter and pick one out eventually.
What shelter do you work at?
The LA Animal Rescue Shelter.
LA Animal Rescue.
Do you have any
Cool.
pets?
Yeah, I have 2 Chihuahuas.
Oh.
They're kind of big rats. That's kind of how I
Was that your choice or
I
your?
was just about to say, you don't strike me as someone who would have chihuahuas.
Yeah, I didn't think of myself as a Chihuahua person either. But like I was saying, my wife, she rescued one. And initially I was like, okay, this is a cute dog and everything. But then, within like the first night.
Dude, what is it?
Fall in love.
Girls love chihuahuas.
They grow on you.
Yeah. It's the
I
best.
like a dog that I can like,
Yeah, play with, sure.
I don't want to be worried that I might step on
You have a dog?
this thing. Yeah.
Do you have dogs? Do you have any pets?
I have a dog.
What kind of dog?
A Coton de Tulier.
Oh.
What is that? Sounds like,
like a
sounds like a
little
space
white-
alien.
It's a little dog.
Yeah,
It's a little white dog. I mean, it's the national dog of Madagascar, the royal dog of Madagascar.
Oh.
So the French settled Madagascar, and these guys took all their wives down there, and they're like, what the hell are we doing here? This is terrible. They were all sad. So the guys go back to France, bring 100 Coton de Tuliers, because this is really an amazing dog. Like when you walk in, it dances on its hind legs, and it's very bright. I walk it without a leash.
They're cute little fluffy ones.
Yeah.
Really?
But this ship wrecked about 600 yards off the coast of Madagascar, and most of the guys drowned, but the dogs swam to the island and kind of lived there for like 2 weeks, and they collected them all.
Oh, wow.
And then eventually they made it the royal dog of Madagascar.
Wow, that's amazing.
There you
Coton.
go. That could be your future dog.
Katanga Tulier.
Whenever I hear about dogs, I'm like, it's so much work. Like when I had a
It's
girlfriend.
Small
so
dogs
worth
are
it.
easy, dude.
It is
No, they're
so
not.
worth
So
it.
worth it.
I
So
take the
worth
small
it.
dog with, take my
worth
chihuahuas
it.
with me everywhere I
See,
go.
when I had a girlfriend, it was
Grab
easy
and
because we
go.
could like split it up. But like just me, I took her my brother's dog for like weeks, and I was like, dude, this dog like wakes up at 6. Like, take me outside. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Why don't you wake up at 6?
There's no
Start
way.
the day,
I'm
dude.
up at like till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
You could train your dog to wake up whenever you want. I've done that.
Really? You can train dogs?
Oh, yes.
What kind of dog do you have?
German Shepherd Husky Doberman.
Big dog.
Wow.
She's not that. She's like 50 pounds.
Okay.
She's the runt of the litter, but big enough to where I can play around with her. Yeah.
No, shout out.
They're smart dogs. Yeah.
What's the thing again? You volunteer at? We can give 'em a shout
LA
out.
Animal Rescue Shelter. If you want to get a dog or donate, they are one of the best shelters.
Or if you want to see a hot Indian model, just go volunteer there, and you can see Diya there volunteering. All these creepy Indian guys start showing up. What's
It was
up? Have you
funny
had to walk
because
like a
dogs?
I had so
dog?
many like people when I first started. They just were like, "Why are you here?" They're like, "Nobody attractive volunteers." Like apparently that's not a thing. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Damn.
That's rough.
I know. But
Nobody attractive volunteers. I didn't
yeah.
say that. She
this
said
man
that.
straight up said that to me. So yeah.
He wasn't really selling it. Huh?
No, he wasn't at
You should
all.
probably leave.
Yeah.
All right, Super Troopers 3, guys. I want to make sure we get this out there, guys, because it's in theaters right now. Legendary group, you and Kevin. I think you guys just have this awesome on-screen chemistry together, which I know goes back to Colgate. The only group I could think of was like Adam Sandler's crew, how you guys all worked together. Was that something when you were at Colgate, where you went to school, we were all going to rise together?
I was an actor in high school and college, and I got a chance to basically create this comedy group. Some guy ran the Kinetic Theater Group. He said he was going to London for the semester and he wanted to keep his theater group going. He said, hey, why don't you do that comedy group thing you're always talking about? Because I had done a little bit of improv in Chicago, and, you know, I was sort of around that scene. And so I started it at Colgate. And it became a hit kind of quickly because Colgate didn't have anything like that. And then, you know, we did another show, and that was really kind of sold out and very popular. And we moved to New York, and it just kept going. You know, it just kept. You know, all the people who graduated from Colgate were in New York, and they would come, and we'd sell that out. And at the time, there were people making movies in New York for like between $40,000 and $150,000, and they were selling them to Miramax, like, you know, Clerks and Brothers McMullen and Slacker and Swingers. And so we made one, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey everyone, Tharun here. This fall, we're starting the Convo Sutra Comedy Tour. Both myself and Natasha Chindel can perform at your event. If interested, reach out to the email for details, and let's get some laughs going.
Anything you guys want to talk about before you get out of here?
911 season 10 comes back in October, so stay tuned.
Congratulations, dude, on that show.
Yes, thank you. I think I'm like the first Indian fireman.
You are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's nice to carry that torch.
And I was joking about it, but you did just book a feature movie, Kronos.
I did, yeah.
You're branching out, and that's really awesome.
Yeah. We shot that in Greece in May. I was there for like a whole month, and it was very cool. It's like a tiny town in Greece, and like
that's
the entire it was like a village proper, and they had never seen a movie set before, and the whole town kind of rallied around us, kind of like opened their doors. Funnily enough, they sleep from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's like their siesta time. So you can't get anything done between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
You can't work?
You can't work. They shut all the doors. They're just like, no, we're not available.
Every single day.
Every single day, like 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. You
wanna
can't get
move to
food. You
Greece.
can't go to the grocery store. It's wild. And it's like, all right.
This is nap time.
Yeah.
Very long nap time. Yeah.
Like LA, people in LA.
That's every
Siesta
day.
time, every day. How about anything, Diya? You want to promote anything, or are you good?
I'm just here. I'm here.
Where can we find you on Instagram? Let's go around the room.
My Instagram is Diya_Patel2.
I'm at Anirudh.Pisharody.
I'm at Chandrasekhar because we ran out of letters.
Everybody, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. I know you guys are super busy. Jay, I know you're super busy, especially with this tour right now, media tour, Blitz. So I really do appreciate you coming on this
Sure.
podcast.
We make time for our friends.
You're coming to the Christmas party for sure.
I'll be there.
You're sitting next to him.
I'll protect him.
All right, yeah.
He's gonna have his own table away. Jay, you can come too if you want.
Sounds fun.
Thanks, guys. I do appreciate it. And thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys liked that episode. Please follow me at Tarun'S. You can follow us at the Convo Sutra. We will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye. That's it. Done.